Good morning, students. So first we have to start with our basic rules of accounts. As usual, debit the debtor, credit the creditor is a personal rule. Debit is the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out for real. And nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. After that, we have to understand traditional approach we have completed, and modern approach is asset and expenses are showing debit balance, income, liability, and capital are showing credit balance. So friends, very good morning to you. So friends, in last session, we have started with bill of exchange. So if you remember all entries of bill of exchange and accommodation bill. So today we are going to start with some question part. But before that, I'm going to take a revision of bill of exchange. Let's understand it quickly. So bill of exchange, if you remember, there are two parties, drawer and drawee. So let's have a revision first. Drawer and drawee. So seller means drawer. Understand it fast. Seller is a drawer and buyer is a drawee. First entry is debtors account debit to sales. And here entry will be purchases account debit to creditors. Second entry, drawer, yes, seller, he draws a bills receivable account debit to debtors. And here entry will be creditors account debit to bills payable, as you are aware of about these entries. Now, beta, after understanding this entry, now bills receivable, we have four situations immediately. First one is bill retained. No entry for this. Second one is bill discounted. What is the entry, beta? Discounted. Yes, bank account debit. You can comment it. Bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable. This is a situation number 2. Situation number 3 is bill endorse. So you are aware about this endorse entry also. Creditors account debit to bills receivable. And last entry is bill sent for collection. As you are aware about this, bill sent for collection means agency we have hired. So bill sent for collection account debit to bills receivable. Now here only I'm going to write your honor entries. So if retained bill is honored, entry will be now on due date, bank account debit to bills receivable. Discounted bill honor, no entry, beta. Endorsed bill honor, no entry once again. And bill sent for collection is honored. So bank account debit to bill sent for collection. These are very simple entries. In case of, yes, written entries you understood. Now dishonor entries. In case of dishonor, in all cases, drawee is debited to bills receivable in first case. Drawee account debit to bank because we have to pay to bank. Third one is a drawee account debit to creditors or endorsee. And last one, drawee account debit to bills sent for collection. So these entries are really very easy as compared to consignment also, and bill of exchange only might be you may find accommodation bill is something difficult. So we are going to take some questions based on this. After that, yes, now in case of purchaser, the entry will be purchaser account debit to creditors. Second entry will be creditors account debit to bills payable. Third entry will be bills payable account debit to bank. And last entry will be bills payable account debit to creditors if bill is dishonor. So let's play one game, maximum 5 minutes. Yes, I'm going to allot it. So I just want to check your knowledge. Yeah, I'm going to ask you some questions. So ready for this? Yes, only 5 questions I'm going to ask. Let's see who are answering very fast. WRO, NRO, FRO, CRO, and ERO. Let's see who is playing very fast. Chalo, ready? Everyone is ready? Yes, tell me it in the comment section. Sir, ready, sir? So we'll start a game. Only 5 minutes. Let's see. चलो 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 फास्ट आ जाओ, जल्दी से ज्वाइन हो जाइए. Okay, so let's start with the first entry. First entry is bill discounted honor. Understand who is answering fast? Bill discounted honor. So bill discounted is honor. Yes, tell me fast. What is the entry for bill discounted honor? And correct answer is no entry. Yes, let's see who is playing very well. No entry is the first answer. यार ऐप को क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गया? नॉट ओपनिंग. Okay. Second question. Yes, I will announce winners afterwards. Second question. Bill endorsed dishonor. Bill endorsed dishonor. Okay, so bill endorsed dishonor. Type it fast. Bill endorsed dishonor. So first entry bill discounted honor and second entry bill endorsed dishonor. Entry will be yes, bill endorsed dishonor, drawee account debit. Drawee account debit to endorsee. Drawee account debit to endorsee. Third case. Third case. So first answer by Vidya, SRO. Second answer by many students answered it. Second answer by Shivam Gupta ji. Shivam Gupta. NRO. Debtors to creditors. Very good. Or drawee to endorsee. Debtors to creditors. Both answers are correct. Debtors to creditors. Let's play next question. Yes, very good. Next question. Chalo. Third number ready. So third number is bill retain dishonor. Bill retained dishonor. Bill retained dishonor. So next entry is bill return dishonor. Entry is drawee account debit to bills receivable. So drawee account debit to bills receivable. Now in the books of last two entries in the books of drawee, bill accepted. Bill accepted. In the books of drawee, I am asking you. In the books of drawee. Chalo. In the books of drawee, what is the so correct entry for bill accepted. Actually, I'm not getting names of students. Okay. Debtors to bills receivable who answered very fast. Debtors to bills receivable. Santosh Kumar. SRO. Sorry, third one. Bills accepted. Yes. What is the entry for bills accepted? Entry is creditors to bills payable. And who is winner? Vidya. Once again, Vidya ji. आज क्या मनीषा नहीं है क्या? Vidya, clear cut winner, SRO. And last one. Yes, drawers to bills payable or creditors to bills payable, both are correct. And last one, bill accepted dishonor. Bill accepted dishonor. Very simple entry. Bill accepted dishonor in the books of drawee. In the books of drawee. Chalo. Yes, very good. Komalakshmi, Aryan, Ritu, Chetan, all answered it properly. Miss Divya, Sarthak, Shiba, Om, Jasprit Kaur, Harshika. Yes, beta, very good. Bhumika. बेटा आज अब्दुल बहुत लेट आंसर्स दे रहा है. मनीषा, बेटा मनीषा नहीं है क्या आज? Okay. Yes, Manisha is there. And last entry is drawers to bills payable. Who answered it very fast? Drawers. No, wrong entry. So it is bills payable to drawer. Bills payable to creditors. Who answered very fast? Last answer. Bills payable to creditors. Yes, Sumanji. Shambhabi, Sumanji, CRO. So CRO student answered very fast. So today no WRO, no FRO, no ERO. Only winner is SRO this time. So winners are SRO. Very good. So beta, yes, very happy with your performance. And now let's start with all basic entries. Yes, you first tell me, should I start with that difficult questions or should I start with some simple questions? So I'm asking you, should I start with accommodation bill? Because that question is really very difficult. I just want to explain you all steps, two questions, and that's why I'm asking you. So I have to take two questions. So please tell me those two difficult questions. Illustration number, yes. If you are ready for some accommodation bill problem, then I will start with accommodation first, and then we will end up with basic problems, some common problems, yes, that you are going to find it very easy. So please start with one difficult question, accommodation bill first, and then we'll start with some easy problems. So accommodation bill is a separate part. Many students are finding it's difficult. So I will start with accommodation bill. That is the second part of this chapter, and we will end up with first part. Okay. Yes, ready for this difficult part? Not very difficult, but once you understood the sequence, it is not at all difficult. Okay. Chalo. So illustration number 9. Let's start. Illustration number 9. Illustration number 9. Beta, not difficult, but yes, we'll start with very, something which is second part, and many students, they are getting confused because they are not aware, and we will make it very simple. Okay, that is my assurance. I'm going to make it very simple. So let's concentrate on illustration number 9. So beta, index I will give you at the end to take some screenshots of index. So don't write any index. First understand this question, illustration number 9. Take screenshots, and then we are going to pass. Now, otherwise you can start with me. Yes, first I will draw the diagram for you, and I will give you 2 to 5 minutes to draw this diagram. Chalo. So let's start with illustration number 9. Okay. On 1st July 2019, George drew a bill of 1,80,000. So beta, I'm going to draw a diagram for you. Yes. Very simple diagram. Understand? George George. Okay. So George is here, and he draws a bill on Harry. So just diagrammatic presentation. Now George, for George it is bills receivable. Correct? Bills receivable of rupees 1,80,000, and for Harry it is bills payable of rupees 1,80,000. So it's very simple, sir. George accepts bill. Sorry, Harry accepts bill. So for Harry it is bills payable, and for George it is bills receivable. Okay, so I will give numbering number 2 for bills payable. Now what happens? So first transaction over. Harry accepted it. George has purchased goods from Jack. Okay, sir. So here he's a Jack. Now George, what happens? Yes, he is getting some goods. So George purchases goods rupees 1,81,000. So this is transaction number 3. And for Jack it is sales. Okay, so for Jack it is sales, but we are not bothered about Jack, and that's why we are thinking only for George. So this 3 number is for George, 1,81,000. Next one. Yes, this is the first session accommodation bill for chapter number 6. This is, I'm taking directly accommodation bill, though it is difficult. Yes, I'm going to make it very simple. So don't worry, beta. We just want to draw this diagram. Harry accepted. Okay. George endorsed. Sorry. George endorsed. Now endorse Harry's acceptance to Jack in full settlement. Okay. So now diagram number 4. He sends endorse. He endorses bill which is received of rupees 1,80,000, and now discount is received. We are thinking from George angle to George rupees 1,000. So this is a 4th entry. Endorses bills receivable rupees 1,80,000, and he is receiving discount of 1,000. So this is a 4th entry. Now what happens? On 1st September 2019, Jack purchased goods worth rupees 1,90,000 from Harry. So much confusion, full hera fairy. Jack purchases goods. Now Harry, yes, direction, he purchased goods. So Harry, number 5, Harry sold goods to Jack. Harry sold goods to Jack. Rupees, yes beta, rupees 1,90,000. I will write this over here. So I will get some play. Sold goods by Harry, rupees 1,90,000. And now what happens? Number 6 entry, Jack endorsed bill which is received from George. So Harry has bill of own acceptance. Okay. So here Harry receives bill from Jack. Okay. Rupees, yes, rupees 1,80,000. So this bill is of rupees 1,80,000. Cash received rupees 9,000. He also receives cash of rupees 9,000 in full settlement, and discount allowed by Harry rupees 1,000. So this is number 6. Harry receives bills from Jack rupees 1,80,000. He receives cash and he gives discount. So discount allowed by Harry. So we are thinking for Harry now. Now see beta, Harry has, now this is hidden entry. Hidden entry what? Harry has own acceptance. So we are going to cancel this bill, cancellation of bill, because Harry has own acceptance and own bill with he only. So Harry has his acceptance which is received from Jack once again. So here this is a hidden entry of cancellation of bill. Okay. Now what happens? On October, Harry purchased goods 2 lakhs from George. Now what happens? He purchased, now this is normal pen. Harry purchases, and 9 number, George sales. Okay. So Harry purchases and George sales. So both entries are important, 8 and 9. And then what happens? 2 lakhs, and Harry paid him by check. Now check amount we are not aware. So finally, transaction between them, Harry settled his account. So Harry paid the amount due. So this is a 9 number over 10 number and 11, account settled. For one it is paid and for one it is received. So 10 and 11 number. So we are not concerned about the last entry, 10 number and 11 number. So this is our systematic diagram. Okay. So tell me friends, are you getting this concept or not? Just I have written all things in the diagram form. And now it's very easy. Now just we have to pass entries, and entries are given in the study material also. Just draw this diagram. Yes, are you comfortable with this diagram? Tell me it in the comment section fast. चलो फास्ट टेल मी. यस जल्दी से मुझे बताइए, आर यू गेटिंग दिस कॉन्सेप्ट? देखो मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया है, एक बार हिंदी में बता देता हूँ. एक पूरा का पूरा डायग्राम निकाल दिया, किसने किसके ऊपर बिल निकाला है और नंबरिंग कर दिया 1 2 3 4 इवेंट वाइज. आई हैव गिवन नंबरिंग. इट्स वेरी सिंपल सर, इट्स वेरी सिंपल. Guys, I'm waiting for your diagram. Yes, are you getting this concept or not? And tell me over in the comment section after drawing this diagram. Everyone? Santosh Kumar, what is wrong in this diagram? Other students are saying, sir, it's not at all difficult. Just have George has a bill which is receivable and Harry has bill payable. So after that, George purchases goods from Jack. He endorsed the bills receivable. On number 5, he sold Jack sold goods to Harry. Harry sold goods to Jack, and he is receiving his own acceptance of rupees 1,80,000. He receives cash and discount allowed by him rupees 1,000. Then we have to cancel our own bill, and then Harry purchases goods from the George, and George is selling goods to Harry. It's simple. It's nothing difficult in this illustration, beta. And though it is confusing, you have to improve your level. It's a CA course. It's not a BCom course. Now, I have given you this diagram in the systematic way. Beta, क्या इसमें difficult है? Yes, Pushpa is saying, sir, very good. I'm understanding it. Bala Lakshmi is not understanding. Okay. Many students have written, sir, getting it, sir. It's very simple. Example is easy. I really don't understand why students are not improving actually their level of understanding. If I'm giving you in the simple format here, it's not at all difficult. What is given in the question, I have just simply noted it with the diagram. It's a George, first he sells goods, barabar hai. So George sells goods and Harry receives goods, and there is a mutual accommodation between them. I really don't know. The first one, George accepts, George draws bill. So for him, it is a bills receivable, and for Harry, it is a bills payable. So after that, George is going to purchase something. Then George is going to purchase from Jack, and George is endorsing a bill which is received from the Harry to him. After that, Jack is purchasing. That means Harry is selling, and Harry is getting some amount. That amount in the form of bill only. So now Harry has his own bill of acceptance. So that bill is cancelled, and after that, Harry is purchasing goods from the George. It's nothing difficult in this question, beta. Now, and CA course, in this course, I'm telling you, your attention, concentration must be 100%. Must be. It's not like that you will get everything in the plate. Okay. You have to struggle for this. Now, see. Now, how to remember this problem? Now, see, beta, in the books of, they ask you entries in the books of George. So, George will pass which entries? Yes, beta, George will pass first entry of bills receivable. So, what is the entry? Bills receivable account debit, bills receivable account debit to Harry. So, this is the first entry. So, first entry, after that, he is going to purchase from the Jack. So third entry will be there. So as per our diagram, third entry, purchases account debit to Jack. Purchase is expenditure and Jack is our creditor. Jack is our creditor. Next entry, then Jack, bills receivable is endorsed. So Jack account debit to bills receivable to discount received. So discount received is a gain. After that, fifth entry and sixth entry is not in the books of George. Seventh entry is also not in the books of George. Ninth entry, George sells goods. So what is the entry? Harry account debit to sales. And after that, he may receive some amount. So he is getting the amount. So that is 11th number. 11th number entry is in the books of George. So beta, there are total 5 entries. How many entries are there in the books of George? In the books of George, there are 5 entries. And you can check in the study material 1, 2, 3. So sorry, here's Harry's entries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. And what are entries? Let's see. First entry, that is a bills receivable. So bills receivable account debit to, yes, just will change the sequence. Just will change the sequence. So I say sequence is not correct. So here it is a first entry that you have to pass. Bills receivable account debit to Harry. After that, second entry. So according to my diagram, it is third entry, but you have to pass this entry. So please interchange these entries number. Purchases to Jack. After that, Jack to endorse key entry. Jack account debit to bills receivable to discount. So this is gain for me. Rebate means it's income. Then Harry account debit to sales, because Harry account debit to sales is the next entry. That is the entry number. Harry, we sold goods, entry number 9. And here it is 11 number entry. Now we want to settle his account. Now how to settle his account? Yes, I'm telling you. Now Jack is credited in the first entry. Sorry, Jack is not important for us. Harry is important. Harry. So Harry is credited. Okay. So take on Calci. Credit. We started with credit. So credit we added. And debit we are deducting. So credit means 1,80,000. We are going to add. Then Harry is debited with 2 lakhs rupees. So debit minus 2 lakhs. So you are getting answer minus 20,000. Minus 20,000 means debit balance. So it is amount which is, so Harry is a debtor. What is the interpretation? Harry is a debtor. And Harry is a debtor, and debtor becomes giver. As you are aware about our rules, debtor becomes giver. So next entry will be bank account debit to Harry 20,000, 20,000. And yes, this is the correct entry. Bank account debit to Harry 20,000. And we settled all these accounts. Okay. So in George books, how many entries we as per our diagram? As per our diagram, 1, 3, 4, 9, 11. These are the entries in the books of George. Now you only tell me how many entries are there in Jack books. Okay, by looking into diagram. Yes. Yes, beta. Why last entry? Now you only tell me. Yes, I'm waiting for your reply. How many entries in the books of, yes, without referring, and numbers. I want numbers as per my diagram. I want numbers as per my diagram. So you only tell me numbers for Harry, which are the important numbers for Harry as per my diagram. Very good, Sanyam Jain. Who answered it correctly? Beta, you forgot 7 number entries. So in Harry's books, yes, in Harry's books, entries are number 2 bills payable, then no number 1, no number 3, 4, then he sold goods, so 5, then he's getting endorsed bill, so he's going to cancel it. Number 8, he's going to purchase goods, that is 8 number, and last one, he's going to pay that person, so last entry is number 10. So there are total 6 entries. There are total, yes, Pushpa, how 2 entries beta? Harry is having total, you can see na here, all arrows towards Harry. Harry is having second arrow, second transaction, 5th transaction, 6th transaction, 7, and then arrow number 8, Harry purchases. So 8, and last one is he paid it, so 10 number. So first entry. So what is the first entry? Yes, now first entry is Harry bills payable entry. Harry accepts the bill. Yes, so George account debit to bills payable. George account debit to bills payable. Very good. Second one. Second entry. Yes, 5th one. Now 5th one is sold goods by Harry. So 5th one is Harry sold goods to Jack. So Jack account debit to sales. So Jack is a debtor and sales is a income. Here George is a debtor and bills payable is a liability. Bills payable is a liability. So first entry you understood, George account debit to bills payable. But I have to cover many questions. That's why I'm not giving you it in the writing. Just understand this question over here only. And I'm giving you diagrammatic presentation. Okay. So Jack account debit to sales account. That is a second entry. After that, Jack becomes giver. Debtor becomes giver. So Jack account is getting cancelled and bills receivable. Now beta bills receivable, it is endorsed bill, which is he received it. So bills receivable, he received it, the bills receivable. So this is asset for him. Cash comes in. So cash comes in and discount is his loss. So loss has a debit balance. So bills receivable, bank, discount to Jack. And this is hidden entry, red pen entry. This is hidden entry, bills payable to bills receivable. This is very, very important because now you have own acceptance and own bills receivable. So own bill with ourselves only. So this is the hidden entry. This is very important. And then purchases expenditure account debit to creditors. And last entry, creditor becomes receiver and bank goes out. Now how to calculate this? So first entry, George is a debtor. So you can check 1,80,000. George account. Jack is already cancelled. After that, George is a creditor minus 2 lakhs. So credit balance is more, and credit balance is more means creditor minus 20,000, and therefore entry will be George account debit to bank account. This is the last entry. Are you getting, guys? Okay. So this is the simplest technique to solve this question, diagrammatic presentation. If you understand diagram, yes, the problem is not at all difficult. And if I say ask this question, it is minimum 8 to 12 marks question. So please don't ignore such type of questions, and they are really very easy as compared to other questions. So accommodation bill is nothing difficult in this. Okay, we will solve one more question, that is 11 number. So accommodation bills we have done with this chapter. Okay, main accommodation bill part 1. So I'm going to solve one question, one more question, that is number 11. Yes, I know you improved your level, beta. Manisha ji, hats off to you. Yes, CS students, I'm telling you once again, if you understand it properly in the form of diagram, it is not at all difficult question. So don't make such assumptions, I'm not getting it. It's very simple, na beta. You are going to purchase something, or otherwise you are going to sell something. And instead of making payment, you are just transferring, that is endorsement. You are just transferring your bill to that person. So this is called as endorsement. Shiva Khan is saying, sir, I got it. Yes, Hiren Kumar got it. Yajat got it. Very good. Siddhi, Bhumika, Shivam Gupta, Jasmine. You are going to pass in the first attempt, beta. You are going to pass in, not attempt. It is a first exam only. Not attempt is not a correct word. Okay. Yes, very good. So now I understood. Very good, beta. Bala Sanjan Lakshmi ji. Yes, very good. Siba is also saying, sir, got it. How much time it takes? So, yes, beta, just I will read some WhatsApp. Yes, I will give timing. So many students, yes, they already wrote me timings of this illustration. So at the end, I can compare it with my Pune batch students and I will tell you timings for this question. So don't worry. Yes, I'm going to tell you timing for this question. Got it, got it, got it. It's understood, sir. Ritu Pandey, Harshita, very good. I'm confused with the last entry because Jack settles Harry's account, then Harry need to pay to George. Beta, it is not like that. You just take a debit and credit. Abdul Bhai, Abdul, आप कैसे confuse हो गए? You are actually intelligent. So George is a debtor in the first entry. Correct है बेटा? He is 1,80,000. And in the last entry, Harry purchased some goods. So he has to make a payment of 2 lakhs. So 1,80,000 is receivable due to that mutual accommodation bill, and 2 lakhs is he has to pay. So 20,000 is extra he has to pay. So Abdul Bhai, 20,000 he has to pay means creditor balance is more as compared to debtor balance. So he has to, the creditor becomes receiver. This is the last entry. It's very simple. Yes, very good. Abhimanyu Kumar, you are going to understand entries. Entries are not, अरे बेटा है ही क्या entries में? Entries bills receivable account debit to Harry. Second entry, he purchased goods from Jack. So Jack account से purchase किया तो purchase is my expenditure. Expenditure account debit to Jack. Jack is my creditor. Now creditor becomes receiver. We are giving him not cash. So third entry will be creditors Jack account debit to bills receivable to discount. Okay, discount is our gain because instead of 1,81,000 we are paying SIP 1,80,000. So 1,000 is our gain, and this is the third entry. And after that, yes, next entry is we sold goods to George sold goods to Harry. So Harry account debit to sales. So George sells goods, and last entry will be account settle. So only 5 entries are there. And in the books of Harry, there are total 6 entries because there is one more hidden entry which is of cancellation. That entry, yes, one extra entry means there are total 6 entries. Nothing like this problem. It's very simple. Sir, your explanation is really easy to understand. Yes, beta Kinoy Das, thank you. I have done all illustrations after your last class, sir, and got all correct. Very good, Reddy ji. चलो, खोजेमा जी, यस, अब्दुल कादिर को अभी पूरा समझ में आया. सारू छे बेटा. चलो, we will solve one more difficult question. Yes, my students, they are intelligent beta. Directly you solve this difficult question. And I'm telling you, if you are getting this question, other questions are nothing in this chapter. Nothing. These 2 questions are only difficult one. One is illustration 9 and second one is illustration number 11. Okay, beta. So let's start with illustration number 11. Please focus properly. Please focus properly. Okay. Dhruv is saying, sir, I got the diagram. Very good, beta. Very good. पहले बोला था ध्रुव तूने नहीं समझा, अभी कैसे समझ गया बेटा? पेशेंस आर ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट. चलो, पुणे बेंच में मुझे 1.5 घंटा लगा था एक क्वेश्चन लेने को. ओके. X draws on Y bill of exchange of 30,000. Now please understand this illustration number 11. Make sure you will not make a single mistake in this question, and please have attention till last minute. Now full concentration I require and understanding. Improve your understanding for this 11 number question. So ready, sir? Chalo. X draws bill on Y. X draws on Y bill of exchange for rupees 30,000 on 1st April 2020 for 3 months. How many months later? 3 months. So just writing in the books of X. Yes, you can note down with me. Write down in the books of X. I will write here event number, event. This is only for your concept clarity. In exam, you do not have so much time. Once you understood the technique, without writing events, you can solve this question. But this is here, this is your understanding question. That's why I'm giving you in the event number, event, and particulars. Okay. So first event, yes, you just note down this question now. There is no diagram for this question. Okay, this is something which is different. It's not Harry, George, and Jack problem. So X draws a bill. So think from the angle of X. So he draws bill. So event is bill drawn. And bills receivable is rupees, yes, how much? 30,000. Bills receivable is 30,000. ठीक है? 30,000. Okay. Now what happened? Next one. Y accepts the bill. Okay. He got, now X discounted the bill. So second one, bill discounted. Bill discounted. So here amount received, then discount amount, and then bills receivable amount. So amount is, yes, can you tell me the amount? 28,800. 28,800. So 1,200 is discount and 30,000 is bills receivable. So this is a simple diagram. So this is a second event. Easy, che? Number 3. Third event. X immediately remits. Oh, sir, 300 rupees, 300 and 330, that entry. Correlate with that entry. X immediately remits 9,600 to Y. So amount sent to Y and some amount is retained by X. So beta, total amount is 30,000. Total amount is 30,000, correct? Now, sent to Y and retained by X. Sent to Y, how much beta? 9,600. 9,600 out of 28,800. So you can take on calci 28,800 upon divided by 9,600. It is 3. So it reflects 3 and it reflects 1. So sent to Y 1/3 amount and retained by X is 2/3. So retained by X is 2/3. So amount 1/3 means 9,600 cash sent. Cash sent, it's like 330 beta in my example, cash sent. Discount is also transferred. Discount transferred 1/3. 1/3 means 1,200 into 1/3 is 400. And total Y, yes, is a receiver. Total Y is a receiver of rupees 10,000. You got this concept? 30,000 out of this sent to Y. It's very simple, beta. 9,600 is sent out of 28,800 means 1/3. And some everything will be now 1/3. And retained by X is a no entry. Retained by X is a no entry. So retained by X, no entry beta for this. And when it is payable, so beta, this is immediately, yeah, beta, this is immediately. So this happens immediately. and this rupees 20,000 payable. So 10,000 is already sent, and on due date 660 you correlate with my example. That's 660 rupees. Now 660, instead of 660 here, you have to transfer 20,000. Payable rupees 20,000, where on due date. On due date, when to pay. So when to pay, beta, on due date, pay to Y. Pay to Y on due date. Future action, what happened? So what happened? This is a future action. Now understand. On due date, X is unable to pay. Oh, X has not paid the amount. So future action, what happens? Y paid on due date. Y paid on due date to bank, but rupees 30,000. Y paid to bank rupees 30,000, but X has not paid. X has not paid to Y. Therefore, no entry in X books. No entry in X books. X has not paid that 20,000. Bill is with bank. Dishonor entries by Y only. Okay, X has to pay to bank. Sorry, X has to pay to Y, but Y, yes, X has not paid. It means, therefore, still payable rupees 20,000. See, beta, this problem is not at all easy. So understand it properly. Now, one by one event, once again. Now, what happens? X draws a bill. Okay, so this is the accommodation bill without any purchase sale. So X draws a bill on Y. So for X, it is a bill receivable. Then X visited bank. X discounts it. So 28,800, 1,200, and 30,000. It's a bill receivable amount. Now, what happens? Out of 30,000, 9,600 is sent. So 9,600 is not out of 30,000, but it is out of 28,800. So 1/3. So 1/3 you have to transfer discount also. Okay. So 9,600 is a cash sent. Discount transfer is also 400, and total Y is receiving 20,000, 10,000 on due date. On due date, X has to pay to bank. X has to pay to Y because X used this, and Y is going to pay it in the future. So X will pay 20,000 to the Y. But what happens in future? What happened? Y paid it. Y paid it to bank because bank will visit Y's place, and Y has paid that amount, but X has not paid that amount. So no entry in the X books, and therefore payable rupees 20,000. What is the amount which is payable? Rupees 20,000. Sir, we got this sequence. Okay. So future action you understood now. Now fourth one. What happened? Yes, very good. Very good, beta. Abdul is saying, sir, I got it in one shot that X needs to pay to Y rupees 20,000. Very good, beta. That is only the needed. Now fourth one, what happened? 42,000. X accepts a bill of 42,000 for 3 months, which is discounted by Y. Okay. So see, beta, what happened? Accepted bill. Fourth event, accepted bill. So bills payable rupees 42,000. And Y discounts it. So no roll of X. Y discounts it. So no roll of X. Now something which is very important. Now something which is very, very important that we have to understand. Now what happens? It's very important now. Okay, so Y discount it. So no roll of X. Now what happens? Y sends 6740 to X. Okay. Y sends How much? 6740. Okay. So here, now, yes, this is important, beta. This is very important. This entry. So red pen transaction. Now send 6740. So this is cash comes in. Cash comes in. Already we have 20,000. Already we have 20,000. So already 20,000 we have, and therefore total we have 26,740. 26,740, and now we have to calculate discount amount. Discount amount calculation. Now see, discount amount calculation is only important. For this no entry, 20,000 we already have, so no entry. 26,740 we have total. Now see beta, out of 42,000, 41,110, 40,110 is total amount received 1890, and total is 42,000. Correct? Hai? So you can take on calci. 42,000 minus 41,110, 1890. 1890. And understand, he has 26,740. So discount entry. So what is the discount? Discount calculation is important. Discount is 26,740 into 1890 divided by 40,110. You will get the answer 1260. 1260. So cash received. So this is our discount allowed entry. So this is our discount allowed entry. See beta, 1260 is a discount which is allowed to us. So understand, we have to pass entry for, yes, I will mark the entry. We have to pass the entry for now send and beta discount allowed. Discount allowed is 1260. So we have to pass entry cash account debit, discount account debit to X account. To Y account. Very simple. Or you may consider directly 2/3. You may consider directly 1890 into 2/3, but a more accurate way, because you may have 50% after that. So more accurate way to consider like this. I'm going to explain it in Hindi, so don't worry. I know this is something which is confusing problem, but I will explain it minimum 2 to 3 times. Don't worry, but have patience till last minute. Don't get confused. It's very simple question. Once you understand these events, it's nothing difficult in this question. बेटा ये क्वेश्चन एक्सप्लेन करने में जो मजा है ना, yes, and I'm enjoying to explain such type of questions, and I just want to see how many students have ability to become chartered accountant. This type of questions make your mind very strong. Okay, sir. Now what happens? Okay. So, okay. So now 5 number. Now I'm going to write it. Now event number 5, on due date, he becomes bankrupt. Oh, now actually action required. Action required what? What is the action which is required? Y should pay to X on due date. On due date, 42,000 into 1/3 amount. 14,000. 42,000 because he used 1/3 amount, and X should pay to bank rupees 42,000, which is bills payable amount. This is the action which is required. But actual what happened? Actual. Y paid bank rupees 42,000. Reason? Bank visited X. Bank visited X and X becomes insolvent. Oh, okay. So he becomes bankrupt, sir. So 42,000 this actually happened. Now why paid to bank rupees 42,000? Okay. Now see, actually wise liability is only 14,000. See, only 14,000. But he paid 42,000. So what is the amount receivable from X? Receivable from X is 14 minus 42. So 28,000 is receivable from X. This is a wise liability is only 14,000. But as X becomes insolvent, he paid 42,000 to bank. Discounted bill, dishonor. So wise duty, beta. Wise duty to pay to bank 42,000. And from X, he will recover for 28,000. But what happens? X become bankrupt and only 50 paisa in a rupee he recovered. So for X, it is a bad debt. And here, he paid to Y only 50%. If last entry is bad debts, okay, so we can't say it is a bad debts, it is a deficiency. Because we are X, beta, we are X. Bad debts will be passed by Y. We are X. So if we are not paid any one, it's our deficiency. We can't say it is a bad debts. So last entry is, if 14,000 is correct, then our whole answer is correct. Yes! To bank to deficiency. So last entry is correct, sir. 28,000, 14,000 and 14,000. This is how you have to remember this question. Sir, एक बार हिंदी में बता दीजिए. This is difficult to grasp. Yes, I know that. I know that it is difficult to grasp. I got full illustration. Yes, Abdul Qadir. Yeah, I just want to see how many of you got the first stroke all explanation. Yes, I just want to see. You only tell me it in the comment section how many of you got this explanation in first stroke. Yes, I'm going to explain it. Don't worry, I'm going to explain it in English also, and even one more time in Hindi. So this is a mutual accommodation in which there is a bankruptcy. Okay, not only bankruptcy, there is a concept of dishonor, and if you understood it properly, this problem is nothing. This is the highest difficult level problem in this chapter. Okay, for mutual accommodation. If you got this chapter, शिवम गुप्ता, सिबा खान, अरे वाह, इतने होशियार बच्चे हैं. फर्स्ट स्ट्रोक में समझ में आया. Such a difficult concept, because I remember my foundation days. Sir only gave me all the entries and we just noted it down. And after that, I understood this is not a cup. This was not a cup of my, तो tea cup nahi tha, and that's why I have left everything in the option. So for this question, okay, because that was question, mutual accommodation is something which is very difficult. And after becoming CA, when I taught it to my students, I have written these events, and then only I got this concept properly after becoming CA. So this concept is really very tricky at your foundation level. But if you are getting it in the first time, yes, beta, hats off to you. Oh my God. Understood, sir. Sumayya, Riddhi Patil is saying. Very good. Bhumika, Jyotiza, Kumkum, Jaspreet. सर हिंदी में बताइए तब समझे में आएगा, ये कठिन है. ओके, रजत जी, हर्षिता, अंडरस्टूड. यस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. मयूरी सिंह, सर थर्ड ट्रांजैक्शन में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हुआ. ओके, 400 वाला अमाउंट बता दीजिए। मोहम्मद जी सिंह सर, आई गॉट इट इन द फर्स्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन, वेरी गुड सर। इवेंट नंबर 4 नॉट अंडरस्टूड, रेस्ट ऑल क्रिस्टल क्लियर, ओके आई गॉट इट। यद के जी, यद के प्रसाद को भी समझा, वेरी गुड प्रसाद जी। कोमलक्ष्मी, वेरी गुड, मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गॉट इट इन द फर्स्ट एग्जाम, यस फर्स्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन, सॉरी नॉट एग्जाम। चलो सो एक बार हिंदी में समझ लेते हैं। देखो ये एकोमोडेशन बिल है। एकोमोडेशन बिल पे क्या होता है, एक्स वाई पे बिल निकालेगा, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था 990 का जो एग्जांपल था, 300 330, वो 330 एंड 330, वैसा ही ये क्वेश्चन है, कोई भी इसमें डिफिकल्टी नहीं है। तो पहले समझ लीजिए कि एक्स ने वाई पे बिल निकाला। अभी एक्स ने वाई पे बिल निकाला तो एक्स के लिए हो गया बट ऑब्वियस बिल रिसीवेबल। अभी म्यूचुअल एकोमोडेशन में मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया था कि बिल के साथ क्या करेंगे भाई, जाके बैंक में डिस्काउंट करके ही लाना पड़ेगा। सो ये बिल डिस्काउंट आपको करके लाना पड़ेगा। तो एक्स गया बैंक में जाने के बाद उसने बिल डिस्काउंट किया 30,000, तो उसका 30,000 का बिल कितने में डिस्काउंट किया, 28,828 में। तो यहाँ पे डिस्काउंट की अमाउंट जो थी वो 1200 हुई। एक याद रखो, डिस्काउंट पूरा वो बोन करने वाला नहीं है। जैसे मेरे एग्जांपल में 90 रुपीज का था, 90 रुपीज में से 60 बोन किया था एक्स ने एंड 30 मेरे भी इसमें 2/3 1/3 मैंने कैलकुलेशन किया था। सो 1200 रुपीज का टोटल डिस्काउंट था। अभी क्या हुआ, ये 30,000 रुपया चलो हाथ में अमाउंट आया 28,800। सो 28,800 वाई क्या करेगा, वाई को मिलेगा उसमें से 9,600, मतलब 1/3 अमाउंट एक्स ने इज्जत से भेज दिया। अभी 9,600 के साथ साथ वो डिस्काउंट भी भेजेगा। तो डिस्काउंट कितना भेजेगा, 1,200 का 1/3, सो दैट इज अ 400। सो 400 का डिस्काउंट, हु सेंड इट, यस हु सेंड इट बेटा, एक्स ने वाई को भेजा। तो कैश कितने का भेजा, 9,600, डिस्काउंट 400 का कैंसिल करना है, टोटल वाई को भेज दिया 10,000। कितना भेज दिया वाई को, 10,000। नाउ रिटेन बाय एक्स, अभी रिटेन कितना किया, एक्स ने बोला कि भाई मैं नो रिटेन जितना अभी है 20,000 रुपया, तो 20,000 रुपया एक्स के पास है। एक्स ने क्या करना चाहिए, एक्स ने ये ड्यू डेट पे उसको भेजना चाहिए। किसको भेजना चाहिए, एक्स ने ड्यू डेट पे 20,000 रुपीज ये भेजना चाहिए। ओके, सो 20,000 रुपीज भेजने के बाद भेजना चाहिए, पर हुआ क्या, एक्स के पास तो वहां पे ड्यू डेट पे 20,000 रुपया था ही नहीं, तो वाई पेड ड्यू डेट पे बैंक को पूरा 30,000, बट एक्स हैज नॉट पेड टू वाई, सो वाई एक्स को 20,000 अभी भी देना बाकी है। सो तीसरी एंट्री क्या होगी, एक्स की 30,000। Sorry, sorry beta, actually my mother got corona and that's why I am getting a call from doctor, so that was very important, so sorry for that. Yes, one more time। सो रिटर्न बाय एक्स 20,000 रुपया ये एक्स को देना चाहिए था, वाई ने पे करना, वाई को मिलना चाहिए था 20,000 पर उसको मिला नहीं, तो वाई ने ड्यू डेट पे ये 20,000 30,000 का बिल पे दिए कर दिया। अभी एक्स की ड्यूटी बनती है वाई को 20,000 रुपया पे करने का। अभी एक्स के पास पैसे नहीं है तो वापस से बिल में खेल खेल चालू हुआ। तो वाई ने अभी बोला चल अभी मैं बिल निकालेगा, तूने एक्सेप्ट करने का। कितने का बिल निकाला, 42,000। अभी 42,000 का बिल निकाल के वाई वो गया वहां पे, उसने डिस्काउंट करके लाया। अभी वो डिस्काउंट करके लाने के बाद उसने एक्स को भेजा 6,740 रुपीज। कितना पैसा भेजा, 6,740, इट्स गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन। तो 6,740 की एंट्री हम लोग करेंगे, पर बेटा हमारे पास 20,000 रुपए तो ऑलरेडी था, तो 20,000 हमारे पास जो ऑलरेडी था तो उसकी एंट्री नहीं करेंगे, वो तो ऑलरेडी है हमारे पास। तो 26,740 ये मेरे पास टोटल अमाउंट आ गया 26,740। अभी वो बिल का अमाउंट अभी कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, डिस्काउंट का अमाउंट कैलकुलेट करेंगे 40,110, उसमें से 1890 का डिस्काउंट वाई ने बैंक में से निकलवाया था, तो मेरे पास 26,740 होगा, तो मुझे 1260 की डिस्काउंट की एंट्री, यही एंट्री सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है जो सभी बच्चों को डिफिकल्ट जाती है। 1260 मिला तो कहां से मिला, बस ये एंट्री हमने रेड पेन से लिख के रखा, बस बाकी तो कुछ ये प्रॉब्लम में दम नहीं था। अभी एक्शन क्या होनी चाहिए थी, एक्शन होनी चाहिए थी कि ड्यू डेट पे इज्जत से उसने पे करने चाहिए थे। वाई ने इसको बचे हुए अमाउंट दैट इज 42,000 का 1/3 ये वाई ने पे करना चाहिए था और एक्स ने बैंक को पे करना चाहिए था। एक्स ने बैंक को 42,000 पे करना चाहिए था। हुआ क्या, एक्स बोला मेरे पास तो पैसा ही नहीं है, तो पैसा नहीं है तो 42,000 कौन किसको भरेगा, 42,000 रुपीज वाई जाके बैंक को भरेगा, क्योंकि वाई की तो मार्केट में इज्जत है। तो वाई ने ये 42,000 रुपीज पे कर दिए। तो वाई ने ये 42,000 पे करने के बाद बैंक ने क्या किया, अभी वो क्या बोलेगा, वाई बोलेगा भाई मैंने तेरे 28,000 तूने पे करने चाहिए था, मैंने तुझे 14,000 भेजने चाहिए थे, तेरा 28,000 का हिसाब दे। तो 28,000 वो बोला मैं तो वही लुक्खा हो चुका हूं, मेरे पास कुछ पैसा नहीं है। 28,000 में से 14,000 रुपया जो है वो वाई को किसने पे किया, तो ये वाई को पे कर दिया, पेड टू वाई उसने एक्स ने, और बचा हुआ वाई एक्स बोलेगा मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है तो ये मेरी डेफिशिएंसी है, यहां पे प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो जाएगा। बस सर इतना सिंपल है, हिंदी में बता दिया, एकदम सिंपल है। इतना याद रखो, इसमें थोड़ी बहुत एंट्रीज आपको दिक्कत आ सकती है। कौन सी एंट्री में दिक्कत आएगी, तो वो रेड पेन से जो लिख के दिया उसमें दिक्कत आएगी। सर ये मुश्किल है क्या, हाँ सर मुश्किल तो रहेगा, फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे हो तो क्यों नहीं मुश्किल होगा, एकोमोडेशन बिल जैसा है तो थोड़ा बहुत तो लगेगा, 2-3 बार पढ़ लिया तो अपने आप समझ में आ जाएगा। मैंने पूरे इवेंट्स आपको लिख के दे दिए। यस बेटा, अंडरस्टूड, अंडरस्टूड। यस, चलो। सो नाउ नॉट अंडरस्टूड। ऋतिक जी क्या है वो डिस्काउंट में, कुछ भी नहीं है ना बेटा। डिस्काउंट में क्या है, 20,000 रुपया पहले से लेना था बेटा, तो 20,000 रुपया, और अभी कितना रुपया लिया, 6,740, तो टोटल कितना होगा 26,740। तो 40,110 में 1,890 का डिस्काउंट था, तो 26,740 में कितने का डिस्काउंट है भाई, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन है 1,260, 26,740 इंटू 1,890 डिवाइड बाय 40,110। इसको स्कूल लेवल में पढ़ाते बेटा क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन। ओके सर, yes, other students, are you getting this concept of accommodation bill? Just we want to find out entries, and x entries I'm going to tell you, and y entries you just reverse the entry. It's very simple. So see beta, event wise chalo event में सामने रखता हूँ। Yes, I will keep event in front of you. Bills receivable account debit to Y account. Bills receivable to Y. Yes, sir, this is correct. Bills receivable to Y account. First one I got this. Event number 2, bank account debit 28,800, 1,200 to bills receivable. So for second entry, bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable. Sir, yes, sir, we got this entry. Second entry, we got this. Chalo. बेटा कंफ्यूजन नहीं है, मोहम्मद अहमद बोलने का मुझे सब आता है, कंफ्यूजन कुछ नहीं है आपको। Just tell to yourself, sir, I am getting this, I am getting this. If you say this is something confusing, so you won't get any time. Okay. So always tell to yourself, what is wrong with you, beta? It is nothing difficult in this question. Just you have to discount it. Yes, after that, yes, you send the amount. You send the amount. How much amount is sent? 9,600. And discount is also transferred. So why is getting it? So why is getting it? Why is a receiver? Why is a receiver? So why is a receiver, beta? Here, why is a receiver? And cash goes out, and cash also goes out, and beta here discount is getting cancelled na. Why I should bear full 1,200? His responsibility is of 1/3 amount, so 400 I'm going to cancel it. 400 I'm going to cancel it. So beta it is not at all difficult. So sir ye 400 I'm going to cancel it. Then next entry, Y account debit to bills payable. So on due date, what happened on due date? Yes, this is a 42,000. I forgot this entry. Dishonor entry. You can write over here. I forgot one action. Dishonor entry is very important. Dishonor entry, hidden entry. That 42,000 we have not paid to bank. Okay, so dishonor entry. Hey, sorry. No, beta. No. Don't write anything here. Sorry. No, don't write anything. Dishonor entry. No. Because though we have dishonor, a bill is with entry is not of dishonor because why accepted that bill. Sorry, I forgot. No. Yes, forgot that. Next, bills payable. So bills payable entry. Yes. Y account debit to bills payable. Very good. And now very important, whichever, yes, I highlighted it. Now send and discount entry. So cash comes in and discount allowed. Cash comes in, discount allowed to Y. Y is a giver. Y is a giver. And on due date. Now here entry of dishonor. Here the, yes, I just want to write this entry. Dishonor of bills payable entry. So this is hidden entry. And then Y paid it to bank. So we have to pass entry. This is important. Bills payable to Y. We dishonor our acceptance. We dishonor our acceptance. And last entry, Y to bank to deficiency. Okay. Very simple entries. Bills receivable to Y, bank account debit, discount account debit. Yes, calculator, this simple calculator you have to use in the exam. Yes, very simple. This is like, you can see here, this calculator. Okay, so that, just use this Calci. You are asking me this question minimum 10 to 15 times. It's Casio, or you may use this calculator, very simple calculator. Don't use calculator of Casio, sorry. You can use OurPat or any other company. Casio, what happens, there are some difficult buttons also on that Calci. So tax plus, tax minus. So don't use that calculator. Okay, tax button wala. Simple calculator. But bills, because we have not paid this entry, the bills payable to Y. So that is the hidden entry. Yes, Devendra, I also like you. Don't worry. Sir, I like you. Okay. ठीक है. चलो. I hope you enjoyed till now and it's nothing difficult. So this same question, the illustration number 12 and illustration number 11, illustration number 10 are just similar question. 10 and 12, you can solve it by your own. Only X entries and Y entries are exactly opposite of X. So bills receivable will be bills payable and bills payable will be bills receivable. So Y entries you can pass by your own. Y entries, and I explained you how to remember event wise, and when you practice it properly, you just don't have to remember all events also. You just write down it according to situation one by one. It's very simple. Okay, I hope till now you do not have any confusion and you have finished a much difficult part of this chapter. Okay, I will say this is the most difficult part of this chapter, accommodation bill, and you started with accommodation bill. Are you finding it's difficult? Yes, though it is finding it's you are finding it's difficult, but beta, we do not have any other option. This is a CA course, so we have to understand all difficult questions also. And if you see my this session once again, I'm telling you 100% I am giving you assurance that you are going to understand it properly. So one more time, those students who are not getting it in the first way, so please watch this session once again, and next time I'm giving you the assurance that you are going to write it properly in exam. The same question comes in exam. Yes. See now, first question, just understand it properly now, because we already covered all entries. Whenever we are starting with this such easy question, now illustration 1 is nothing, 5 minutes questions now. And please beta give me, yes, guarantee that you are today you are going to write it in the notebook properly. Okay, index I'm going to provide it. Don't worry, I'm going to provide you index. Sir, I have a problem in illustration number 4.3. Okay, beta, we are going to take it now. Yes, we will take it very fast. Chalo. Mrs. Sujata received 2 bills from Aruna dated 1st January for 2 months. So entry beta, bills receivable 1. Abhimanyu Kumar आसानी करना होता तो सर एसएससी या रेलवे करते थे. ओके, चलो. So bills receivable 1 and bills receivable 2. There are two bills receivable. The first bill is of 10,200 and second bill is of 115,000. So I'm going to explain you one concept. In question only, I'm going to explain you some concepts. The second bill was endorsed in favor of Mr. Sri. Okay, the first bill is of 10,200 and second bill is of 15,000. And we have, yes, Sujata receives two bills. So she's a drawer and Aruna is a drawee. And we have to find out the books entries in the books of drawer. Okay, sir. So you can please note down all these things. Huh? On question only, you write these all things. The second bill was endorsed in favor of Sri. So because this is situation number 3. So bill endorsed. So Mr. Sri account debit. No, Manisha, it's not possible. Second bill was endorsed in favor of Mr. Sri. So entry will be yes. What is the entry? Bills receivable is credited and Sujata, Sujata nahi, kone Sri is receiver. So Sri account debit to, yes, what is the entry? Sri account debit to bills receivable number 2. Bills receivable number 2. And first bill is discounted with bank for rupees 10,000. So bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable. So all entries are very simple for this. Bills receivable, instead of writing, yes, you can write, yes, you can check here in my solution. So I passed these entries. Bills receivable account debit 1, bills receivable account debit 2 to Aruna. Aruna is a giver, and then bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable 1. So this is bills receivable 1 and this is bills receivable 2. You can take a screenshot of this. Okay, so instead of writing only one bills receivable, I have divided in two bills receivable. Bills receivable 1, bills receivable 2. Chalo. Next one. Illustration number 2. Illustration number 2. Vijay sold goods to Pritam on 1st September 2019. So first entry, you can write here in the books of Vijay and Pritam. Yes, okay. You want entries in the books of both. So Vijay is a seller and Pritam is a buyer. Okay. So first entry is of sale or purchase of 1,06,000. Pritam immediately accepted 3 months bill. Okay. So 3 months bill means for Pritam, it is for Vijay, it is bills receivable. For Vijay, it is bills receivable. Or you can write over there for Pritam, it is bills payable. For Pritam is bills payable. 3 months. 3 months means beta 4th this October, November, December. So due date, maturity date. Maturity date, you always add 3 grace days. See beta, now bill is drawn on 1st September and you are going to add 3 grace days. This is mandatory. 3 grace days are mandatory. So 4th December. But what happens on due date? On due date, so this is a second entry. Okay, on due date, dishonor entry. Now dishonor, this is retain bill dishonor. Retain bill dishonor. Dishonor of retain bill. Sir, this is situation 1 where we dishonor. So what is the dishonor entry? Yes, drawee account debit to bills receivable, and for him it is drawee account debit. So you can check here, Pritam account debit to sales first entry, bills receivable account debit to Pritam. But on due date, what happens? Yes, Pritam again become debtor. Pritam again become debtor and asset. This is asset here, or asset gets cancelled. So you can write logic over here. First entry beta, Pritam is a debtor. Sales is my income. So Pritam account debit to sales. Bills receivable, debtor becomes giver. Pritam on due date, once again he becomes debtor. to bills receivable. So bills asset cancel. It's very simple, sir. It's very simple. Then yes, now it is called as dishonor. Okay. So whenever there are dishonor, yes, now Pritam is accepting 9% interest in cash. Now please understand. Now please understand in my way. Okay. So first entry, we will calculate 9% interest. Now what is the bill amount? 1,06,000, 9%, and 2 months fresh bill. So now we extended the period. Okay. So already Vijay gave us 3 months. Vijay gave Pritam 3 months without any discount. But on due date, now what happened? He's saying, sir, I do not have money. So he will pay after 2 months. So beta Pritam has to pay mandatorily because he's taking excess 2 months. So anyone will take interest for that. If you are giving any amount to your friend, okay, after certain months, if he's not giving it back, you are going to charge him some interest. Okay, so it's 1,06,000. 1,06,000 into 9% into 2 by 12. So this is 1590, sir. This is 1590. So 1590 is a Pritam account debit. Pritam account debit. Sir, discount में कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ है क्या? हाँ. Here it is 200. Huh? Yes, in my answer there was a mistake. Okay, very good. Who noticed it? Ritik. Pritam is a debtor. To sales is our income. Bills receivable is asset. Pritam is a giver. Once again, Pritam becomes debtor. Bills receivable cancel. And now very, very important, sir. 1590 we calculated. Na? Pritam is a debtor. So we will recover from Pritam interest amount. So interest amount and interest is income for me. Now what happened? Bills receivable. New fresh bills is accepted of 1,06,000 and what is given? Interest was paid in cash. Interest was paid in cash. So cash account debit. Cash comes in. And Pritam is a giver. Now Pritam is a giver. And last entry on due date, Pritam paid after 2 months. So December to February. So December to February, cash comes in and again asset gets cancelled. How many entries you are going to pass? Yes. First entry. Second entry. Third entry. Fourth entry. Fifth entry. Sixth entry. Yes, please take a screenshot of. Pritam to sales, bills receivable to Pritam, Pritam to bills receivable, that is a dishonor entry. After that, Pritam to interest is a debtor, bills receivable cash to Pritam, and last entry is cash to bills receivable. Simple. Chalo. Purchases to Vijay. So Vijay is a creditor in the books of Pritam. Vijay receiver and bills payable is a liability. Bills payable is a liability. Now bills payable bills payable to Vijay bills payable dishonor, so bills payable to Vijay. Now interest is expenditure, beta. Interest is expenditure to Vijay is a creditor. Purchases to Vijay, Vijay to bills payable to Vijay, then interest is our expenditure we have to pay, and Vijay account debit, yes, now he is receiver, he is paying cash, cash goes out, and bills payable is our liability, and last entry on due date, bills payable liability cancelled, and cash goes out. See beta, sequence in exam, what you can do? First write down sequence. So here, how to remember? First entries of purchases. Many students are finding this difficult. So I'm giving you one simple solution for this. You just note down sequence. Now first is the purchases, then accepted bills. Accepted means bills payable. Now on due date. So this is our immediate. Okay. On due date, what happens? Due date, bills payable dishonor. Fourth one, interest expenditure due. Payment in cash and in the form of new bill, new bills payable. Cash interest amount and remaining amount. And last one, second bill honored. So purchases account debit to Vijay, bills payable account debit, Vijay account debit to bills payable. Then BP dishonor is again one more time bills payable account debit to Vijay, interest due interest expenditure account debit to Vijay. Vijay is our creditor. Then Vijay account debit to cash to bills payable. That again, and last entry will be bills payable account debit to bank. Simple. You just note down this sequence. If you understand sequence, nothing is difficult in this chapter. Okay. ठीक है. Creditor beta, creditor, not debtor. Sibaji, Pritam becomes creditor. ठीक है. चलो next one. Now beta, this is in case of you ask for a fresh bill. So fresh bill here, you have to understand for fresh bill, if bill is fresh, in that case, just understand index. You can now see, this is how you can remember these entries. And category here bill is renewed. This concept is called as bill is renewed. Bill is renewed. Take a screenshot of this. Index. Bill is renewed. All 6 entries you have to understand. So bill is renewed. And in next, bill is retired. In illustration number 3, bill is retired. Bill is retired. Just note down this. Fourth illustration is very tricky as compared to other illustrations. Third one is easy actually. Fourth one is tricky. Okay, yes, beta. If bill is extended beyond due date, in that case, you are going to dishonor the bill. Next one. Illustration number 3. On 1st January 2020, Ankita sells goods. So Ankita is a seller. Ankita is a seller and Bhavika is a buyer. Understand? So in the books of Ankita, first entry is of sale, and in the books of Bhavika, entry is of buy, purchases. So Ankita passes entry Bhavika account debit to sales, and Bhavika will pass entry purchases account debit to Ankita. Bhavika accepts it and returns to it 3 months का bill. So Ankita के लिए bills receivable and for Bhavika it is bills payable. Bhavika retires bill. Now see, 1st January due date, February, March, April. So 4th April is a due date, a maturity date. 4th April is a maturity date. So Bhavika should pay it on 4th April. But Bhavika pays before 4th April. So for Bhavika, yes, early payment. So it's her income of 1 month. Income of 1 month. So Bhavika के लिए 1 month का income हो जाएगा. So 5 lakhs. It is called as early payment. It's 12%. 1/12. Yes, what is the amount? You can check here. Amount is 5,000. Amount is 5,000. And for Ankita, it is early receipt. So if someone is giving you early amount, early receipt, so we have to give discount, and this discount is our loss, which is called as rebate. So you can check here. For Ankita, it is a loss, and for Bhavika, it is gain. Beta, it is for 34 days, but yes, we won't calculate for day-to-day basis. It is for monthly basis. So early payment of 1 month. So instead of taking days, you can take, yes, months only. So yes, good observation. Yes, Varun Mureji, very good. Good observation, but yes, we have to consider. Chalo. So illustration number 3, it's related to, see, illustration number 2, you paid late. And in illustration number 3, drawee pays early. Okay. So that is the, it is called as retirement. Okay. It is called as retirement. I hope you got this concept of retirement now. Illustration number 4. Mark it as IMP question. So 4 number. 5th, 6th, 7 are really very easy questions. So 4th and TYK, both questions are difficult. So please note down this calculation. I'm going to solve it properly. Journalize the following transaction in K. Katrak books. Asking you now, how many of you tried this question? Yes. journalize these questions. How many of you have tried this? Illustration number 4. Some are saying, sir, it's very easy, sir. Sumanji is saying, very good, beta. Sumanji. Chalo. So illustration number 4. Understand it properly. Katrak's books. Katrak's books. Okay. Katrak acceptance to Basu. Katrak's acceptance to Basu means it is bills payable for Katrak. Bills payable because it's an acceptance. He discharged it 2,500 means discharge means he dishonored it. It dishonored. For a cash payment of 1,000 and new balance plus 50 rupees for interest. Now this interest is our expenditure. So new bill is of 1,500 plus 50. So fresh bill you can write over there. Fresh bill is of 1,550 and cash payment of 1,000. But I am going to pass 4 entries in this. 4 entries. Understand. Why 4 entries? Yes, you can note down this. 1A and you write it properly afterwards. Okay, so just note down. First entry is of dishonor. Bills payable, liability cancelled, and 2 creditors. 2 creditors, we have to open it once again. Now, who is a creditor? Creditor is Basu. Basu is our creditor. Okay. So, 2,500, 2,500. B entry. Basu is a receiver. To bank, we paid 1,000 rupees. C, interest our expenditure to Basu, our creditor. So interest entry. Interest is 50. And now Basu is now receiver to bills payable, our fresh liability 1,550. So it's very simple, sir. 1,550. Bills payable account debit to Basu, Basu to bank, interest expenditure to Basu, and Basu account debit to bills payable. So these all entries in first one. So this is the first. How many entries I passed? Roman 1, yes, and ICAI has passed only in 1 entry. They cancel all these entries. Bills payable, it's a fresh bill. Basu is cancelled by ICAI and they passed entry interest account debit to bank to bills payable. So all Basu account will get cancelled. Yes, ICAI has cancelled all Basu accounts and simply passed entry bills payable account debit, interest account debit to bank to bills payable. So this is how ICAI passed this entry. So instead of passing 1 entry, I will suggest you whenever you want to learn something, you break these entries in 4 transactions. Every entry is different one. Second one. Second one, G Gupta's acceptance. G Gupta's acceptance. So see beta, this is our bills payable. Was endorsed by Katrak to M Mehta. To M Mehta was dishonored. So beta, it is dishonored. So for Katrak it is bills receivable. Now we endorse it. Gupta's acceptance means for us it is bills receivable, and this is endorsed bill dishonor. Mehta paid 20 noting charges. It's very simple. So beta endorsed bills dishonor. This is situation number 3. Drawee account debit to creditors. You already know this entry. So drawee is here. Mr. Gupta, debtor, account debit to Mehta is our creditor. So entry is 4020. Very simple. Next one. The Dalal retires a bill. Beta retires a bill means early payment. What is the retire? It is a early payment. So for Katrak it is cash received. And this discount, if he receives it, so it's his loss. So remember, whenever he's getting early payment, he has to give some discount, and that discount is as loss. So cash account debit, discount account debit to Dalal account. So it's very simple. Bank account debit, discount account debit to, sorry, bills receivable. Sorry, it's my mistake. It's a bills receivable account because it's a retained bill honor. So this is very simple. Retained bill, early received, early payment received. Katrak acceptance to Patel. Now it's very easy, beta. Now what happens? Katrak. So you can prepare this diagram. Here he is a Patel. So it is a bills payable. Discharge by Patel. Modi's acceptance to Katrak. So beta, Modi has given acceptance, bills receivable. Discharge means here, yes, here it is honor. Better discharge word can be used for dishonor also, and it might be used for honor also. Remember, discharge by Patel by giving Modi's acceptance to Katrak. So now Patel is giving same acceptance of Modi. So beta here Katrak has given some acceptance to Patel, and Patel, Modi has given the acceptance to Katrak. Now Modi requested Patel, see, I will pay you in future, or there might be some transaction between Patel and Modi. We are not aware about this transaction, but Patel is saying, don't pay me, and don't take any amount from Modi. Okay, so Patel is requesting Katrak, you don't pay me anything and you don't take any amount from Modi. So here beta bills payable will get cancelled with bills receivable. So this transaction is very unique transaction. Mark it as INP transaction. Mark it as INP transaction. So Patel is telling, don't pay me anything and you don't take any amount from Modi also. Very simple entries. Very simple. Students, see, these entries are not at all difficult, but you have to sit minimum 1 to 2 hours on one place. You have to recall my basics and you just understand this concept by your own. First apply your logic and then refer my session. Okay. If you sit directly for bill of exchange, you are going to face problem. Bill of exchange, you just have to understand debtor and creditor relationship, bills receivable, bills payable, and simply honor, dishonor cases. So my first basic session is really very important. Yes, beta, Manisha, timings I'm going to tell you. Don't worry. And now beta, I'm going to take one more question, which is really very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. That is question number, TYK number 3. So you can come to TYK number 3 now. Yes, Don Bob problem. How many of you solved this question? Don and Bob? Those students, yes, in Pune branch, I have taken this chapter almost for 7 days from last Sunday to 7 days from Sunday to Sunday. Yes, those who want explanation in very detail with some all things in writing, you can visit our Pune branch and you can take these sessions. Those students who are not getting it in the first stroke, yes, I request you all, those students, yes, who have, I won't say all students are very intelligent. Some students are getting it afterwards and they want some practice because CA is also course of hard work. So I request those students who are understanding Hindi and English. So semi Hindi, you may say it as English. So you can visit our Pune branch and we will provide you that very less amount. All the yes formalities are also you can complete it, but pre beta if you want in detail. Okay, because we are getting only 2 days over here and might be some students are facing problems. So for you, if you need some help from my side, yes, if you want 100% detailed sessions, you can visit our branch. Yes. Kumarji, now insurance claim is not credited to consignment account. We changed that question. So please you refer new study material now. Timing says beta, I'm going to tell it at the end. Don't worry, Manisha. Sir, you will take questions of unit 2 sales on approval. Yes, beta. Rimhim Trivedi ji, I'm going to take it. So not today. Yes, I just want to see my timings and I will request ICAI to give me one more day after your yes final account, company final accounts and partnership. So at that time I will take that sale of goods on approval basis. So don't worry. I know my responsibilities. At least I will finish with all concepts. Yes. Don't worry. I will take one more session because accommodation bill was very important and I have finished it with this concept of accommodation bill. And please you try it at your home. And now we are going to take a last question of the today's session. So this is question number 3. Yes, beta, requesting you all and you sat for minimum 2 hours, continuously 2 hours. It's very difficult to sit it at the foundation level. So yes, hats off to you all. In the books of dawn, Bob informs. So beta, dawn is generalized the following in the books of dawn. So Bob informs Dawn that Ray's acceptance was dishonor. So Dawn has given Bob is a creditor for Dawn and Ray is a debtor. Okay. So Ray is a debtor and now yes, after dishonor, this is bill endorsed which is dishonor. So debtor account debit to creditor. So Ray is a debtor and Bob is a creditor. Noting charges also 40. 1000 he paid it in the cash. So total amount which is payable 3040, out of which 1000 is paid in the cash. So total is 2040. 2040 balance bill of 3 months at the rate of interest rate. So 2040 has to pay 10% into 2 by 12. Okay. So sorry, 3 months ka bill hai. 3 months ka bill. So 2040 into 10% into 3 by 12. So new bill's amount is interest is 51, which is interest expenditure. So we have to pay Bob interest expenditure. We have to pay Bob. This amount 51 is payable to Bob. And Don accepts a Ray's acceptance. So beta, this is bills receivable. Here it is bills payable. So bills receivable of rupees 3000. He has not paid anything plus 40. Interest is 12% into 2 by 12. So 3040 into 12% into 2 by 12. I'm going to give it in writing. Don't worry, 60.8. So fresh bill. See what happens. Yes, now this is how we have to explain. TYK3, understand. Here is Don, Bob, Ray. Okay. From Ray, he received bills receivable. What happened? That understand it. Ray, he received bills receivable and then he endorsed it. Endorse bills receivable. Now what happened? On due date. On due date, bill dishonor. Okay. Paid 1,000 in cash. Payable, still payable. What is the payable amount? 3,000 plus noting charges 40 minus 1,000. So payable is 2040. So charge interest. This is our expenditure. 2040 into 10% into 3 by 12. So payable means accepted bill. So he charged interest of rupees 51. So total bills payable 2040 plus 51, 2091. So this is total bills payable. Okay. And what about bills receivable? Ray. So from Ray, receivable is 3040. Interest income. Why? Because he accepted bill. He has not paid anything. So 3040 into 12% into 2 by 12. So this is 60.8. So bills receivable is 3100.80 from Ray. So these are same two different transactions. You can take a screenshot. This question is tricky, but not difficult. $3100.80. So one is interest expenditure and second one is interest income for us. So what are entries, beta? What are entries? Ray account debit to Bob. See, I will show you directly entries. You can take a screenshot of this problem also, because this question is really very difficult as compared to other questions. So A plus category. This is index for this question. So TYK number 3, you can check TYK 3. So see these entries. Ray account is our debtor. Bob is our creditor. What happened there? Ray account is a debtor to Bob. Bob is our creditor. What happened? Ray account debit to Bob. Then Bob, we have paid 1000. Yes, interest is our expenditure to Bob. Then Bob account debit to bills payable, total 2091. Ray charge us interest is our income and bills receivable account debit to Ray. So these are some entries. Yes, I already explained you. So debtor account debit to creditor, then creditors becomes receiver to cash. Interest is our expenditure of 51. So Bob account debit to bills payable is a fresh bill of 2091. And now we will charge Ray. So Ray interest is our income. So Ray account debit to interest, and last entry will be bills receivable account debit to Ray account. It's not at all difficult. Second one. James owes Don. So this is debtor. James is our debtor. 3,200. And he sends Don's own acceptance. Own acceptance means bills payable or for Ralph 3160. So see beta, this entry is very simple. So own acceptance, we are receiving own acceptance. So bills payable account debit. Okay, so bills payable account debit. So bills payable, we are going to cancel it 3040. Then we are not going to receive 40 rupees now. So 60 rupees. So discount account, and James debtor becomes cancelled. So 3100. So bills payable account debit, discount account debit to James account. So we are getting our own acceptance, that is bills payable, we are going to cancel it. So bills payable account debit to James. We are now, James is a giver and this discount is our loss. Easy check. Next one. Don meets his own acceptance. So bills payable in favor of Singh 4,500 by endorsing John's acceptance. Now beta, John's acceptance. So it's a bills receivable for me. So bills payable, Singh ka bills payable is getting cancelled with bills receivable. So bills payable beta, bills payable is 4,500 is cancelled with bills receivable 4,450. So I'm getting a discount of rupees 50. So it's very simple. Don meets his acceptance. His acceptance means bills payable, and John's acceptance bills receivable. So now these are getting cancelled with each other. So bills payable account debit 4,500 to bills receivable 4,450 to discount account 50. And last one. Now this is IMP. No, this is very simple. Yes. Raise acceptance in favor of Don retired 1 month before due date. So at a bank account debit. So this is very simple. Discount account debit to raise acceptance. So this is bills receivable. So raise acceptance is bills receivable. And you remember that amount 3100.80. 3100.80. That we are going to cancel it now with 1 month interest. So 3100.80 into 6% into 1 by 12. So what is the discount amount? 6% divided by 12. So 15.504. So 15.50. So this is the last entry of the day. You can check all answers. Yes, 15.5. Sir, I got only 1 day to complete the bill of exchange, and in last session I have started with bill of exchange journal entries. I know I was slightly fast as compared to your earlier lectures, but beta, we also have some limitations to finish with, because actually on Sunday one schedule was planned for the session of the sale of goods on approval basis, but because of, you are aware about our international conference, so we cancelled our schedule on Sunday, and we have taken one extra. Yes, we will take one extra session in after partnership of company accounts. If you have any problem, I know I was fast for bill of exchange, but yes, it is not actually is a topic. You have to work on this chapter because you have to understand these entries. I already explained you all basic concepts of this chapter. Now it's your duty. You promise me, sir, we will do this chapter. I will share some timings of our student, how much time they have taken for solving this question. Yes. I will share some timings. So okay, 1 minute, beta. Understand. I will share timings. It might be illustration 1, epoch method and all. They have finished with Isha. Bill of exchange entries 1 minute 23 seconds. Okay. But I will share your timings because I'm not actually aware about which chapter bill of exchange. We have that group. So they merge all timings together, account current. I do not have topic wise, timings for this chapter. So average time, I will take it on Excel. We have detailed records of all students, how much time they take to solve each and every illustration. So next time I will make sure that I will give timings for these questions. And I hope you enjoyed this session till now. If you have any difficulty, yes, we are going to meet out of our partnership and company account. These are also very difficult chapters. So those students who are not yet getting this chapter of bill of exchange, you can ask me in the next session. Any difficult problems, you may go, you watch this session once again to grasp this concept, because in 4 hours we have conducted, in 3 hours actually we have conducted this chapter. 1 hour for basic concepts and 2 hours for whole problems. So might be you may feel this chapter, you need some extra session for this chapter, but yes, if ICAI allows me, I will take it in the next session. But till that time, thank you, and I enjoyed till day. Yes, we have completed chapter number 6, except that sale on goods of approval basis, and I know these chapters, consignment, bill of exchange. If you practice it properly, within 5 years for each chapter, you can easily solve all illustrations. And make sure that you will solve each and every illustration of this chapter with timings using TKG technique. Practice it properly and you will get the result. So thank you for this session, and please attend our international conference. Please register yourself, and this session will be very useful for you in your future CL life. So thank you from my side, and we will meet in partnership and company accounts. Thank you.